calling all teenagers. Are you a teen or maybe a kid at heart? Have I got a video for you? I've talked to moms and I've come up with some different snack ideas for you guys, and I hope you really like this video. It's all about you and snacks and what's not to like. So come on, let's go. Come on, bro. I'm not kidding. Let's go. Get up off the couch. Come on, get in the kitchen and see what you got. If you have any of these ingredients, come cook with me. Let's go. The first thing I'm going to make is granola. You need 4 cups of oatmeal. I have 2 cups of steel cut oats and 2 cups of quick oats. If you just have quick oats, 4 cups of that is just fine. And then you're going to need half of a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of butter melted, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of water, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Preheat your oven to 250. All right, I need 3/4 cup of melted butter. And if you look on your butter or margarine is fine too. Both your butter and margarine sticks should have measurements on the side. If it doesn't have this part, which tells you this is half a cup, this is, 1/3 cup. If it doesn't tell you that, you can just look at the tablespoons. And there's 8 tablespoons here, and 8 tablespoons is half of a cup. And we need 3/4 cup, which means we need half of a stick. And you can just cut through the paper if you want, or unwrap it and then cut. I'll just cut this. So we need 1.5 of these. Unwrap them and put them in here. You don't want to keep the wrapper on when you put this in the microwave. If you do not have a microwave, you can just put this on the stove. Put these in a small saucepan and slowly melt it over just a low heat. That would be fine. But I'm just going to put these in here and microwave it until it melts. Start with 30 seconds. All right, I got my butter melted. It took 1.5 minutes. Dump that in a large bowl. Okay, and then we need half of a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla. Measure, whoops. You get a little extra, that's okay. The vanilla is really good. We have 2 tablespoons of water, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and I have a 1.5 teaspoon scoop and it doesn't fit. All right, like this and hope I don't get too much. That looks good. And then 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then mix that together. All right, you need 4 cups of oatmeal. I have my 2 cups of steel cut oats. And I need 2 cups of quick oats. I'm just gonna carefully pour that in here. And then stir that together. You want all of the oatmeal to be well coated. Then it'll have that really good granola flavor. That's what we want, right? That looks really good and smells delicious. All right, and then you need a 9x13 pan, which is just a basic cake pan, and some parchment paper. All right, and then measure. If you know the easy way to do this, you should do it this way. Measure the bottom because that is what is on the inside. And just hold your paper like that. There we go. Press it in up the sides. And then just dump your oatmeal mixture in here. Scrape the bottom. Again, some of that melted butter mix likes to stick. So spatula works really, really well. And then we're gonna spread it around. Grab that parchment paper again and take off a piece like this. And just flatten it with your hand. And we're gonna bake this for 1 hour at 250 degrees. It's been an hour. I just took that out of the oven. Now we have to let it cool completely before we break it apart. It's solid. See if I can get a piece. Ooh, it's a little sticky, but still big chunk. Looks good. Let's do something with this. We're gonna make some trail mix. You can put some in a snack size bag for an individual portions, or you can put them in a quart bag for like if you're gonna share, if you wanna share. Right, we're gonna break apart some of the granola, and you can leave bigger pieces. They will break into smaller pieces. And if they don't, who doesn't like a big chunk of granola? I do. A big piece. Got some chocolate chips. A little bit of chocolate chips. Some peanuts. And I just use the roasted salted peanuts. And if you're not saying you have to get these, you definitely do not. I'm just saying if you ever go to Costco, they're super extra large peanuts. Are delicious. I have some raisins. If you don't like raisins, you can skip that part. If you like raisins, maybe some dried blueberries even might be good in there. And then I found that I have some M&Ms. You can put some of those in there. Shake it up gently. And there's your trail mix. And then you store this in an airtight container. All right, put a lid on there, and it's supposed to be good for about 2 to 3 weeks or so in this. As long as it's in an airtight container, you'll be good. All right, now we're gonna do some snacks with vegetables. This is an English cucumber. It's like a seedless cucumber. And we're gonna slice them, and you can slice them with a chef's knife or a paring knife. I'm going to use a crinkle cutter. You see, sometimes I cut my vegetables with it, and just in case you're wondering, what is that? It's just this, it just rocks. It's kind of nice. I'm not telling you to go buy one. I'm just showing you this is what I use, but a knife is just fine too. All right, so we're gonna cut some slices. They don't have to be too thin. Put those on a plate. The first thing I have is tahini. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a chili, lime seasoning. It's sour, and there's a little kick to it. I'm gonna sprinkle it on some of these, as much as you want. And then I have some everything bagel seasoning. I am going to just shake that on these. And if you let the bagel seasoning sit a little bit, there's dried onions in here. It will soften up just a little bit, but it's good like this too. There you go. A couple extra healthy snacks for you guys. And then I like these mini peppers. They work for so many things. But a snack idea, I washed it, and I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it in half, or as half as I could get. It's a little wonky, but that's okay. Take the seeds out. Cut off the stem. I should have done that first. Oh well. Don't cut yourself. There we go. If you have any whipped cream cheese, you could use that. I do not, so I'm going to use this cream cheese block. It's gonna be messier, it's easier with the tub, but it's okay. Take some cream cheese, probably too much, and I'm gonna put some in the pepper. All right, we got the cream cheese in there, and then we're gonna sprinkle the everything bagel seasoning. And if you have, I know they make, I'm making a mess. I know they make everything bagel flavored cream cheese. You could use that instead. And that's it. And again, with the onions, just let it sit a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes before you eat it. And there's another healthier-ish snack for you guys. For peanut butter granola, you'll need 5 cups of oatmeal. I'm going to use 3 cups of steel cut oats and 2 cups of quick oats, just because that's what I have. Otherwise, I would say just do quick oats. That's fine. Then you need half of a cup of honey, half of a cup of peanut butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Set your timer at 275. I'm going to give you a little lesson on honey. It's normal for it to crystallize like this. I took this out of my cabinet and the whole thing was crystallized like this. It is a process to get it to come back, like melt it, but it's totally normal. It's fine. It's safe. You can melt it by getting a saucepan. I would do a medium-sized saucepan, go about like 2/3 of the way with water, bring it to a low boil, so not a big rolling boil, but just smaller bubbles. Shut off your heat, because I don't trust this. It's a plastic bottle. Shut off your heat. Set this in the pan. You don't want too much water because otherwise the water will come out and make a mess. Take off your cap and just let it sit. It takes a while, it really does. But it's worth it because it's honey, it's delicious. The other way, this is what I did. I just have a large, this is like 8-cup measuring cup, and I put about 3/4 of the way with water, and then I microwaved it for 10 minutes. Then I left it in the microwave, but then I put this in the water and shut the door and just left it. Set a timer for like 30 minutes, and then I took it out and I reheated the water again for about 5 minutes. Set this back in for 20 minutes, and this is what it looks like now. So it's good, it's worth it. It's just a process. So that is your lesson on honey. All right, time for peanut butter granola. I have 1/4 cup in here and another 1/4 of a cup here. And let's do our math. 1/4 plus 1/4 is 1/2, and that is what I need. My half cup measuring cups are dirty, so this is just what I'm gonna do. All right. 1/2 a cup of peanut butter, 1/2 a cup of honey. Put that all in there, and try to use your spatulas and really scrape to get all that you can. Otherwise it's wasting, and we don't waste around here. We're gonna microwave it for 45 seconds and I'll be back. All right, it's been 45 seconds. Stir that up. Stir until it's smooth. You want to get rid of all of the lumps from the peanut butter. All right, now for the oatmeal. I have my 3 cups of steel cut oats. They're just bigger pieces, and they do have more of a bite to them, if that makes sense to you. They're a little thicker, where the quick oats are kind of chopped up. See the difference? But they're still good. All right, so I need 2 cups. I have 3 cups of that. I need 2 cups of more oatmeal, so I'm just gonna use quick oats. Making a mess, that's okay. All right, there's 5 cups of that. All right, we're gonna set that aside. Come back to the peanut butter and honey, and I forgot, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to use the whisk and stir it. Then I'm gonna pour it on top. I'm just gonna use the spatula to stir it. And I'm not forgetting what's in that bowl. I will get it. Okay, come back to this. Let's scrape it really good. You want to scrape the bottom of the bowl and the sides to make sure that you are getting all of the peanut butter mixture mixed in with the oats. All right, the recipe says to put it in a baking sheet. I just have this big bar pan. If you don't have this, a 9x13 pan like we did for the regular granola, you can use that. I would probably use 2 of those because 1 is smaller. So pour your oatmeal on top. You're gonna spread it around. And then use another piece of parchment paper and press it down. Spread it out. Now we're gonna bake this at 275 degrees for 20 minutes, and then we're gonna stir it and bake it again. So I'll show you what it looks like after 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, and now I'm gonna turn it, or just kind of flip it. It's not gonna be perfect. It's okay. Press it down again. Don't use your hands this time. This time we're just gonna use the turner because you'll burn your fingers. Let's not do that. And we're gonna bake it for 10 to 15 more minutes. All right, here's the peanut butter granola. We're just gonna put it all in an airtight container, put a lid on it, and it should be fine for 2 to 3 weeks. All right, for the peanut butter trail mix, I have peanut butter granola, peanut butter chips, and roasted and salted peanuts. Got these big peanuts from Costco. Just gonna put them in a little bag. Mix it up. A little extra granola. There is your peanut butter trail mix. I have some rotisserie chicken that I pulled off the bone. I'm going to cut it up and put it in the bowl, and then I'll be right back. All right, I got some of that chicken cut up. I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce. Just whatever kind you have is fine. I have this one. And we're gonna stir it up. Get a little bit more sauce in there. All right, I have a red onion. I rinsed it off. We're just gonna cut in half. Let's make some nachos. I just have these tortilla strips from Costco, but you can use any tortilla chips that you like. If you just want cheese on top, you can just put some shredded cheese on there. If you have like some taco meat, you can do that. I have that barbecue chicken we're gonna put on top. All right, I got the barbecue chicken on. Now I have some red onion. If you don't like red onion, don't put it on there. Just put cheese on there, that's fine. All this on, and then usually I do Monterey Jack cheese. I am out of Monterey Jack cheese. However, I have pepper jack cheese, which essentially is Monterey Jack with peppers. We're gonna bake it at 350 degrees. And there's the barbecue chicken nachos. Just don't forget to shut your oven off, guys. How about some tortilla pizza? I'm gonna put some sauce on. You can use your favorite kind of sauce. If it's jar sauce, pan sauce. I have homemade sauce. Just gonna cover them both. And then just put on whatever you like. Sausage, pepperoni. I just have pepperoni. And then any other toppings if you want. Mushrooms, peppers, onions. All right, I got the pepperoni on there, and now I just have a little bit left of mozzarella cheese that I found. You can use any cheese. I'm gonna do a blend. Mozzarella on each, and then I have some pepper jack or Colby Jack. I think I'm gonna do Colby Jack. It's okay if you have pieces like that. If you have deli cheese, I mean, you could probably break that up and put that on there too. I think that would be okay. Clean this up and get that in the oven. There's the tortilla pizzas. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys really like this snack video. What are your favorite snacks? Let me know in the comments down below. If I get enough feedback, I might do another video because I have so many more ideas and it was so much fun making. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.